Now we're going to look at area and perimeter. You have a couple of these spread out throughout your week 4 packet, so let's figure out how to do those. First, let's take a step back. Do you remember your clipboards in class? Do you remember this sheet where I told you that we're going to start using a whole lot of this here very soon? Well, this is it. On this particular sheet, we're looking for the area of a circle and we're looking for the circumference of a circle. Remember, area is how much flat space something takes up. Circumference is like perimeter. It's the fancy word for circles that means around the outside. So these are the two that we're going to use on this section. So we need to remember that circumference equals pi d, or circumference equals 2 pi r. We need to remember area equals pi r squared. Okay, two big things that we need to remember. All right, let's go back to our sheet. All right, the first one we're looking for circumference. Remember, circumference is the fancy word that means all the way around. This particular formula is using d. D is diameter. Diameter means that we're going all the way across the circle. This particular circle tells me that from one side all the way to the other side is 6 centimeters. So I'm going to use circumference equals pi d. I'm looking for circumference. I know that pi is 3.14, and I know that my diameter is 6. Look at my formula. Pi and d are smushed. When something is smushed, what do? We multiply. So I'm going to go to my ultimate cheat tool, and I'm going to multiply 3.14 times 6. That gives me 18.84. 18.84 gorillas? No, centimeters. I need to know what you're talking about. There's another way that we can say this answer. We can say circumference equals pi times my diameter, which I know is 6. And if I put 6 and pi, if I multiply them together without actually writing out pi as 3.14, I can just say 6 pi. Super lazy, but it's an okay answer. It's acceptable. So let's look at area. Area is pi r squared. Area is pi r squared. Well, we know that all the way across is my diameter, and diameter is 6. Radius is from the middle to one side. So if radius is half of my diameter, then half of 6 is going to be 3. So I'm going to use pi, my r is 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. I know that pi is 3.14. So using my ultimate cheat tool, my handy dandy calculator, 3.14 times 9 gives me 28.26. 28.26 monkeys? Centimeters. The other way I can do this is when I get to this point right here, I know that 3 squared is 9 pi. Super lazy, but a-okay answer. Let's do one more. Let's do this one over here together. Alright, on this one, circumference equals pi d. I don't have a diameter. It's giving me the radius, which is half. So what do I need to do? I need to figure out all the way across. All the way across is going to be 20. You got 10 on this side and 10 on this side. So 10 times 2 gives me 20. So circumference equals pi, I know is 3.14, times my diameter all the way across. I go to my ultimate cheat tool over here. I'm going to say 3.14 times 20. That gives me 62.8 students. I was about to call you by name. No, feet. We're talking about feet. But we also, remember we said we can be lazy at this point? And if I left this as pi times 20, and if I multiplied those together without writing out pi, I can say 20 pi. That's totally okay. Alright, we're looking for area. Area equals pi r squared. Well, I know pi is 3.14. R is my radius. Radius is halfway across. They gave us that in this one. So I know that that is 10, and I'm going to square that 10. So 3.14, and if I go to my calculator, you should probably know this one by heart. 10 times 10 gives me 100. So I'm going to say 100 times 3.14 times 100. That gives me 314. 314 feet. Now remember, I also told you that we didn't have to write this all the way out. We know that we're multiplying pi, and we know that we've got 10 times 10 is 100. So another way we can say that is 100 pi feet. That's it. It's really that easy. You'll have a couple more of these to work, but hopefully you've got it. If you have any questions, message me on Google Classroom, and I'll get back to you. I love you guys. Hope to see you soon.